Still plagiarism. Bunch of dumbasses talking. I'll just drive a short bus and pick all you asses. Fuck that bullwinkle bullshit.
Would you rather have a little bit of really good pizza or
a lot?
All you can eat just okay pizza.
A lot of an okay pizza.
So you're a quantity over quality?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't want some trash pizza. But, I mean, I'm not going to mind some middle-of-the-road pizza.
What's the trashiest pizza in your opinion?
Frozen pizza is starting to get... I mean, almost any frozen pizza I really start... Because the amount of time and money that you have to spend on a frozen pizza... You should have just went and got a Little Caesars
Even
pizza.
the old round Tostinos?
I mean, no. Those are my favorite because they've got cracker crust. That's not even a real pizza crust. That shit is like a
square
cracker.
pepperonis on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
and they were cheap as hell.
Back in the day, they used to have the hamburger one, and it used to be a different like consistency of hamburger than they use now. Oh. It's fire. And those were amazing. Especially as children. I mean, obviously, in your teenage years when you're just hungry and will consume anything.
And the sauce was almost kind of sweet. Almost had a sweetness to it. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Have you had the square ones?
Yep.
I refuse to eat one. Are they vastly different?
No. They're
not at all?
No, they're square. Like I said, the hamburger is different, but the pepperoni's not.
The hamburger's not as fine.
It's it's thicker.
But it's still super similar.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, taste-wise, it's still pretty much spot on.
You didn't even need a plate for it. You just put it back on the box, cut it up. I mean,
that's the one thing about the bag, the square. Now they're in a bag. They're not in a box. They're in a bag. A plastic bag, and you like open it up, and then they ruined the no dishes.
It's like a Hot Pocket. You take it off, you put it on the box.
This wouldn't go very well if you put it back on the plastic. It would end pretty poorly.
It's disappointing.
That's the main reason why I don't eat them anymore.
They still come in the box, though.
I do.
Yeah, no.
You can buy them individually. You can buy them.
Oh shit! Now that I'm thinking about it,
you're thinking of the 5-pack.
No, it's because the bag looks like the box. It's still that same color. So I guess when I see it, I still think that it's the box.
Yeah, no, they're bags. Yeah, I mean, I assume that if you got like the 5-pack, because I think they still do they call it the party pack. It's in a cardboard box, but
you're gonna want to keep setting pizza on that box.
No.
I wonder why they went away from the circular shape.
Cost effectiveness.
It's cheaper to make a square than a circle?
I was talking about the bag
Oh.
versus the cardboard box. The cardboard is way more expensive than that plastic bag is. Jesus Christ. I mean, that probably saved them a ton of money.
Yeah, but people aren't buying them now because they're not the old circles.
I don't know that that's true.
I'm not buying them.
Okay, you're one.
I'm assuming if I'm not, nobody is.
Yeah, but the weird thing is as this conversation started, you thought they were still in a box. So
Well,
you
it's
didn't not buy them because they were in a box.
At a quick glance, it's still the same outside of the old box. So I guess just I haven't ever bought a square one, like I said. So I just kind of.
So your real problem is the shape, not what it comes in.
Do you like Wendy's burgers square
Ooh.
or round? I had a buddy that would not eat Wendy's because the burger was square.
Were they ever round?
Not that I know of.
No.
Oh.
This dates back to high school. So
Yeah, Wendy's burgers have always been square.
2001, 2002, so yeah, they were square.
I think debatably Wendy's has the best fast food burger. Like a junior bacon cheeseburger. And nothing is much better than that for a quick drive-through.
No, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I think that's probably because we're in the Midwest and we don't have access to other fast food joints that are, I mean, because my favorite is always like Steak and Shake or Freddy's.
Right, but I'm like excluding like Culver's. Obviously, I'd rather go to Culver's and have a butter burger. I'm kind of putting that in like its own tier.
Okay.
I'm thinking just like
that's
real.
more, okay. No, I get what you're saying. That's
King.
Burger King, McDonald's, yeah,
Hardee's,
right.
all just real quick, boom.
That's my
Yes.
favorite. Burger King.
That's weird. I had a bad experience when I was a kid. I got food poisoning from Burger King on Christmas Eve. So I don't like Burger King because I just think it ruined Christmas.
I do like a Whopper.
I like it off the grill.
And I love that you can substitute onion rings for fries.
The weird thing is I love the smell of Burger King.
Oh, yeah.
Because Burger King's got the best smell when you drive by.
It's
You're
like
like, God
charbroil.
damn, that smells good. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's a mental thing. I know it's a mental thing. It has nothing to do.
Food poisoning will do it.
Well, we never did establish what is the trashiest pizza. You said frozen pizza. Is there a specific frozen pizza?
I've never liked the taste of DiGiorno. It has this very specific flavor that I've never really liked.
You'd rather have a Jack's pizza over DiGiorno?
DiGiorno's absolute bottom for me. I don't know what it is. They all taste the same.
Pizza on the pizzazz, fantastic.
Yeah, Jack's pizzas are great. I like almost
That's a Midwest thing, though.
Jack's?
Yes.
for frozen pizzas. I feel like the cheaper the better, and that when you start getting into like the $5, $6, $7 pizza range for frozen pizzas, they're trash.
I like Tombstone. Tombstone's very good.
Yeah, but I don't think Tombstone's very expensive. What are they, like $2, maybe $3?
a
No,
little bit more expensive.
they're like
I guess
$5.
I'm
I think
thinking back to back in the
I think
day.
I think they're more expensive than Jack's.
A good pepperoni Jack's is fine.
There's really not pizza. There's really not pizza that I don't like.
I like
Honestly.
pizza.
I like pizza too.
Yeah.
There's one place in town that I do have a problem with.
Ooh, here we go.
Potential sponsor.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely no potential sponsor here.
Jesus.
Go ahead. Make you
A
smarter.
little
Go ahead.
spacey now.
What's the worst pizza?
I would debate they have the best toppings in cheese. The crust and the sauce are the problem is Geo John's.
Never ate at Geo John's.
They have that real fine hamburger, super good. The Canadian bacon's awesome. The problem is you're like, is there any sauce on this thing? It's super dry. The crust is 50% of the time very burnt, which I don't know if that's the style of pizza.
Yeah. I've heard that about that place. That it's a like a
right there.
slate oven, right? Like a stone oven
Yeah,
with fire.
it's right there across from
Yeah.
Guadalajara. Apparently, I've never
Yeah.
been inside.
I've never eaten there.
But the ingredients are really nice. Like I say, it's the really fine hamburger. The toppings are great. The cheese is nice.
I feel like it's a touch above where you're at, dude.
My wife really enjoys it, so
Yeah, she seems like a refined person.
I have a gutter palate. So
Yeah.
every time I ask, "What do you want?" She's like, "Want some Geo John's?" Yeah, let's get Geo John's.
Yeah. I imagine you don't like the crust burn, but that's how pizza was always cooked. Like,
That's why I like this soggy Little Caesars because you can just inhale it. You don't have to really chew it.
okay.
It's very greasy. It's very foldable.
You just like smashing food into your mouth.
Yes.
So last week you talked about swallowing Jello whole. Now you're talking about swallowing pizza.
It's just mainstreaming your food.
Yeah, you reference that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mainstreaming things.
You see me eat how fast and how red I get for lack of oxygen,
It's actually not oxygen, but okay.
lack of air,
It's not that.
CO2.
It's your blood.
Nas.
It's your blood pressure from your arteries being constricted from the fat going through them.
Speed is the name of the game.
Okay.
So I just try to eat as fast as I can.
Why are you red now?
I don't know. Yeah,
The
I was
alcohol?
Thinking about it.
Maybe it was the caffeine in your drink here. How much caffeine is in that?
Less than a 5-hour energy. Those have 2,000 milligrams in them.
That's what you keep saying.
That's what the bottle says. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'll take that point too.
I don't believe that there's
It
2,000.
says 2,000 on it. Is that false advertising?
I mean, if there isn't that many in there, then yes.
Because, I mean, whenever I drink one, I get super alert. Heard a rumor of a guy at work that drinks like 5 in a shift.
The extra
Big
strength
John.
formula contains 230 milligrams
He's a
of
big guy.
caffeine, which is about as much as a 12-ounce tall cup of leading premium coffee. So 230 milligrams is much different than 2,000 by a lot. So
Don't yell at me.
you said there was 2,000 in there.
Telling you what I read.
You read wrong.
Don't read
That
good.
was a 3, not 2 zeros.
Oh.
So there's 300 in here.
I hurt my hand. See that? Playing disc golf.
How'd you hurt your hand playing disc golf?
It wasn't even on my real follow through. I was sitting there. I was doing a couple practice strokes because I knew there was this tree right here, like next to me, and I'm like,
You
I
look
just
like
wanna
you're
see-
you look like you're trying to start a lawnmower.
well, 2 out of the 3 of us know what that's like. So
Yeah. But continue.
I'm aware of this tree next to me,
But
so I'm
not
taking a couple
aware
practice
enough.
swings at it, knowing like, all right, we're not going to hit her hand. Of course, I go through the practice motion and completely smack the fuck out of him. Like, oh yeah, that would have been horrible if I would have actually shot the disc.
God.
Took
And
a
you
little-
were sober?
yeah.
Man.
That course took a little. Oh god, took a little chunk of skin with it. A little bit of Skylar out there. So
God, at least you can say that wasn't being sober.
what?
You've had 2 shots of alky. You're in the game now. I really hope the mic picked that up.
Did it?
God, that sounded like you shit your fucking pants. Jesus Christ.
It's because I'm like a dog. After I eat, I have to shit.
Yeah, that tracks.
Ask him if he can shit.
But no, you can't shit at this house. If you have to go to the restroom, I'll give you the keys to next door and you can go shit in that toilet over there.
Yeah, but you're the one who's got to clean it up. So
That's where you're wrong.
I'm gonna put a shit ton of toilet paper down first, then take a massive dump on top of it. That way, it's all out of the water and it's not gonna go down.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put a bread sack over your hand and get a bucket and just scoop it out with your hand.
Jesus Christ.
Just set a paper plate on it.
Yeah.
Did I paint a good picture for you?
Hey,
Hey,
my mom used to have to cut my brother's turds with a fucking butter knife when he was a kid because his turds were so fucking huge going in the toilet. It happened. That's a real fucking story. 100%. So I've seen all kinds of stuff.
did he ever?
I've seen turds that they look like they shouldn't come out of someone's ass. Like, so as long as yours is a normal turd, that's fine. This turd's fucking bigger than that pop can. He like give birth, dude.
So Cory has seen some shit.
I've seen some shit.
Did you ever get it checked out? Like, what's going on? Was it his diet? Was there something medically wrong with him?
I mean, he ended up having appendicitis, but I don't think that had any
Would he just
correlation.
hold it too long and it congealed into one giant turd?
And it happened almost every day, so it didn't seem like it took very long for it to happen.
Well, he had to have been eating enough for to
Oh.
make that.
I mean, my mom always used to bitch and complain that we drank too much milk. Between me and him, we'd drink about a gallon a day. Sometimes a little less, but that's about the average. 4 or 5 gallons a week.
Does milk make poop?
Do you not know what poop is? I feel like you don't know what poop is or something.
Yeah, it's the food you eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you would know
I'm
that,
assuming
like,
you piss
milk-
most of the milk out.
So
milk-
milk can bind you up. Like dairy products can bind you up.
because it's milk fat.
Right,
There's not a
like
bunch of
cheese.
So
Okay.
it could, in theory, it could make your stool hard and
Yes.
solid. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
but
can
Because
bind
you're going to pee out the
Yeah.
water content
Right.
from that milk, but the things that you shit out will be the milk fat, which is gonna bind you up.
Yes.
So I mean, yes,
Milk does make poop.
milk does make poop.
Oh, the more you know.
Yeah. So yes, Skylar. I mean, that could be one reason.
Well, I was trying to figure out because I asked if you ate a lot of food. And you're like, well, we drink a lot of milk. I'm like,
Well, I mean, because I don't. I mean, He's not like he's bigger than me, but only in the sense that he's 6'3". I mean, he's not like fat. I mean, he's just bigger than me.
Right.
Well, you know, so I mean, he eats more food, but not in the sense that like because he's like a fat person. He's just a big person, so he's going to consume more food.
Enough to make a pop can sized turd.
Dude, I'm talking like that. The girth of that fucking pop can, and maybe longer. That fucker be looking up at you out the water.
Could you hear him screaming in pain in the bathroom?
Nope.
He just eventually got used to it. Butthole
I think so.
recognized that.
I can't remember too many times of him like, ah! I just remember, look at this one. Dude, look at this.
God, that sounds like an ass bleeder.
No. Like I said, your body stretches.
Did
You know,
she
maybe the first couple, right?
your
But, I
mom
mean,
use,
you do that on an every other day basis.
did your mom use like a butter knife or a steak knife?
Butter knife.
Did she
Maybe
just
because
keep
it's
it like
not
on the
hard.
back of the toilet? Like this is the poop knife?
I hope so.
Well, do you know your butter and your toast
You know,
next morning?
I probably.
So I was like, shit.
Yeah. I probably should have.
I can't believe this isn't butter.
I probably, looking back at it, I probably should have kept better tabs on that butter knife.
Piece of tape around
I'm
it.
hoping my mom used exclusively the same butter knife.
Even after it went through the dishwasher, knowing that was still the same knife, would you use it?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah,
No.
I was just about to
No.
say, because I feel like you were
No.
about to say yes. Okay, so.
Like if she, obviously you're gonna clean it after each use. And your mom just put it in the dishwasher, but it was still marked. And you're like, fuck, it's clean.
Yeah.
But it's like the only butter knife, available. And you're like, I might have.
I couldn't use it knowing that was. In
I don't like-
the
hey,
dishes.
I don't
You gotta
like.
throw away all the
Do you like wearing used clothes?
I mean, I have. It's not a huge deal.
So I'm just saying, some people don't like it.
It's like you go to the Goodwill and get a couple pairs of work pants or work shorts or gym shorts, just some workout shit. Not a big deal.
Some people don't like that.
Well, I can see that, but I don't know how that's equivalent to using a poop knife
Almost
to.
puked.
What's grosser, that or a poop knife?
Well, obviously a poop knife, but I mean, it made it sound like
Well, you didn't go for poop knife.
no, but I mean, just like because I feel like we were talking about the poop knife and like we were all agreeing, not good.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he goes and gets gym shorts and stuff like that from Goodwill, but he was saying it like it was okay, and it made me want to puke. Because of how, like, it's another one of those things, like he, like when he talks about standing to wipe, because he talks about like it should be normal.
So you won't wear.
I feel like you would go to Goodwill and you would find more of like house stuff, or like maybe shoes.
So you wouldn't wear any clothes from Goodwill.
I don't know.
Okay, I have.
I don't.
What about any secondhand store? Like if you went to Plato's Closet, is that any better?
Because it's higher end.
Well, yeah, because
Plato's Closet?
It's like a higher end.
yeah, because they pay the people who give their clothes, so they're only going to keep better quality shit.
I mean, the people that give their clothes to Goodwill,
No, because Goodwill's not paying. You can give Goodwill anything.
they write
They'll either
you.
keep it or they'll throw it away.
They write you a tax deductible receipt.
yeah, but Plato's actually handing you cash.
Well, right. I understand what you're saying about that.
Would that make it better? That
No.
Yeah, I want Skylar's gun. That doesn't.
No, I mean,
but
yeah.
It's your preference. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you look like a guy that wears hand-me-downs. Makes sense. I'm the older brother, so there was not like a hand-me-down. And then once he got bigger than me, there couldn't be a hand-me-down because his clothes were way too big.
I'm the oldest brother,
I'm the oldest brother.
so I didn't get
Two.
hand-me-downs.
You didn't, I bet you still did.
From who?
I don't know. Apparently, you fucking shopping at fucking Jessica's Closet, dude.
It was Cato, so.
Wow. Cato's for plus-size women. do you not understand?
I was a bustier child, so.
for you.
No, that. I don't know if I've ever met anyone else who had someone they knew that had to have a poop knife.
Yeah.
Have you
That's
ever
a-
met someone else like, Dude, my brother does that too.
But I had a friend. I mean, I have a friend because I still consider him a friend. But there were like several like of us that like had to tell him and his parents like that you can flush that toilet paper. Like, cause you'd go in there and you'd be like, why does this bathroom smell like someone shit on the floor? And you'd open up the trash can's full of fucking toilet paper that they wiped their ass with. But they came, right, they're immigrants. They came from Mexico. And in Mexico, you can't flush the toilet paper. Their sewer system isn't like the United States. So you have to throw your toilet paper away.
God, I bet you would love that.
No, I have to change like the trash bag every other day.
He's
a lot of toilet paper.
You'd have to change the
Just
trash
like
bag.
napkins.
Yeah, quite frequently.
Wait, how often do you clog the toilet?
I don't. If I think it's getting too full, I'll flush it halfway through.
Oh, so you're the courtesy flusher.
Yeah, or if I'm wiping and I'm like, that's a lot of toilet paper, I'm going to flush and then go back.
Wow.
How often
What?
do you do that?
You have to
Double
wipe.
flush?
I mean, how much? I just
Not
feel
that
like how often? Like
I'm
how
just
many,
aware of it.
How many wipes are you into? Because I feel like at that point you've smeared this fucking. You're like a fucking 5-year-old. You need a baby wipe at this point.
I have used a baby wipe before. It's not a big deal.
I'm not saying it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm saying in the context of the fact that like you use it like
So,
after the
So
fact.
do you fold your toilet paper or do you wad it?
Ooh, yeah, here we go.
Because if you wad it, I bet you finger your asshole a lot. I bet it. Just,
See, it depends
No.
because he was talking about how much toilet paper he uses. So if it's a big dense wad, then he's not having that problem.
I wrap it around my hand as it's coming off the roll, and then I slip it off my hand.
Your
so
wife
it's a nice
hates you.
folded, little padded, little fold, and you just.
How many times how much toilet paper are you
So
using?
I kind of gauge it off the initial wipe. So when I wipe my ass, if it is just an absolute like, oof, this is bad, then I'll go get a baby wipe and address it.
baby wipe your ass.
Yeah, I have before. If I realize.
Oh
like,
yeah, I mean, in that scenario, that's the. I mean,
You
there
don't
ain't
flush that, right?
they're flushable.
No, they're not.
even when they say they're flushable, they're not
Baby wipes are
flushable.
not.
The flushable ones are.
Hey,
Oh yeah, they do.
Hey.
But you're not supposed to use.
guess what? Guess what?
What?
They're not flushable still.
Well, I'm just going off with the.
And if you read anything that comes in the mail from here in Muscatine Power and Water, you don't flush anything like that.
Oh, well.
Flush toilet paper. Don't
Okay.
flush any wipes.
Okay.
They don't fall apart and they clog up the system. And then some dude's got to go out there and fucking. I've seen those videos. That is a disaster.
So no, I'm smart about it. I address it appropriately.
I mean, I don't feel like we should ever use that you're smart about it when in reference to anything. Because you're already standing to wipe your ass.
No, I'm hunched.
Well, okay. You're off the toilet.
There is air between my ass and the seat.
Okay. Whatever.
You can come with me and show me.
I need like a right guard who's ready to protect the outside on the line. Is that how? Is
Yeah,
that how,
I
is
guess.
that
Three
one
3-point
way?
stance.
No, not even. You 2 point.
You have
I
to. Do
guess.
you have to balance with your? Do you have to grab onto anything with your left arm,
No,
like to hold you so you don't fall over?
no. Just do a little twist motion.
Maybe that's where you get all your lower body strength.
What's that? From keeping that position held?
Yeah, it's like a strength exercise. You know what I mean? Because he's got to stand up, but he's got to hold himself in the hunched position.
You're a power bottom.
Damn,
That's why I have
dog.
such a strong core.
Yeah, you get such a strong core from wiping your ass standing up.
You don't get these abs by.
Holy shit, I never even thought about it. Look at that. You streamline. Look at you.
Again, everything's about life hacking. Working out and wiping my ass, so
There you go, dude. Wow.
yeah. That's why if you got rid of this top layer, just an absolute ripped six pack.
I mean, that could possibly be true.
oh yeah.
We'll never find
My
out.
body is a sleeping dragon.
And it will continue to sleep.
God help you if it wakes up.
It won't.
God help us all.
You're a wizard, Harry.
It won't wake up. It wouldn't wake up for $100.
I don't get out of bed for less than 2, so
Now, are we making a new bet?
you want to?
Hey. This is
Hey.
the easiest money that I've ever made in my entire life. You gained 1 pound.
It was the wrong time of year.
You had 4 months to lose 25 pounds.
What is it, April?
Hey, you had 4 months to lose 25 pounds. Yeah, we're in April. And you gained 1 in 4 months. You didn't lose a single pound. So, I mean, if we bet $200.
Give me $200 till the end of the year.
So I have to up the money and up the
longer.
No, that's stupid. If I'm upping the money, you get less time.
No.
Yes.
$500.
For what? The rest of the year?
Yeah.
You don't want to lose $500.
You don't want to lose $500. Hang on.
You don't want to lose $500, and I'll never get $500. It was like pulling teeth to get the 100.
It took like 4 days.
I made you give me that money. You didn't. You weren't going to pay up. If I wouldn't have kept pressing you, you would.
You're lucky I didn't give you just the 50 like you said, and then walked away and said, "Next time, don't open your mouth."
Okay.
You're not interested in this in a future rest of the year bet?
I'm not making a bet for $500 because because I know I'll pay it and you won't. You will not lose or get down to 175 pounds ever again in your whole entire life. If I could make that bet, I would.
For how much?
Who wants to make it? I'm not doing a bet with you because you welch. And I have to forcibly make you pay me. I had to steal your items before you give me any money. So,
make a bet with Mike.
He doesn't want to make that bet because he knows you'll never do it. You'll never see 175 ever again.
It'd be like a futures bet where you're betting way out in advance, and right now it means nothing, and then one day, boom, it gets done.
If you can, can you find?
You would take that. I would do it.
You find somebody to take that bet. I don't think that you find one person that would ever take that bet.
So if I can find one person, you'll do it?
Yeah, but I don't. But for any lengthy period of time, right?
You said my whole life.
Right, for the rest of your life.
So if any point in the duration of the rest of my life, I get down, you lose.
I'm willing to bet that if you got cancer, you would still weigh more than 175 pounds.
You'd somehow be the first cancer patient to
That would be fat, yeah. They'd be like, I don't know how you did this, but I mean, you gained 5 pounds.
Adam Sandler and Click gained weight while having cancer. When he wakes up, Kate Beckinsale is standing there and said, "You're the first person to actually gain weight while having cancer."
All the energy just left my body.
Why? Kate Beckinsale? Oh my God.
No, it's Beckinsale.
What did you say? Beckinsale?
Beckinsale.
Also, it's Christopher Walken.
You say so many things wrong. It's so weird that that's the thing that you like the most. When
what?
Someone else. Like when someone else fucks up.
What do I say wrong? I don't say shit wrong. I just misquote.
I mean, you do a lot of more than that.
So, to your point, I wouldn't be the first person to gain weight if I got sick.
That wasn't real. The thing that you referenced wasn't real. I feel like I have to explain that movies aren't real.
Based on a true story.
It's not. What movie were you watching? Click?
Oh, Click or the movie I watched last night?
The one with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Click.
And you're saying that was based off of a true story.
A reinterpretation.
Oh. Jesus Christ, dude.
But I did watch House Bunny last night.
That's what you said.
Yeah. It's funny because she used that mnemonic device to remember people's names. So if you were to tell me your name is Cory, I'm like, "Hello, Cory."
You still had never told me what House Bunny was because I never got past the fact that they called the name of the House Bunny because it sounded like a porno. We never got past that part.
So this chick is a Playboy bunny.
Okay.
and she gets kicked out of the mansion and then goes to be a house mom for a sorority. And so that's why it's called House Bunny.
And she turns them all into sluts or what?
Yeah, because it's like a really...
Like upscale? Tight knit?
No, the sorority is a real ragtag group. They're not appealing to others. So she takes all of her knowledge as being a Playboy bunny and turns them all into...
How are they in a sorority?
What do you mean, how are they in a sorority? Because they are. They made one, I guess.
Okay.
Like them, like their house reflects them. They're all just kind of like run down.
I just didn't know there were sororities with a bunch of weird people in them. I figured those people would just go to
They did
college.
Monsters University.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are all
Based on a true story.
based on true story.
It's based off House Bunny.
That's what fiction means, right? Based on true story.
Yeah, and then she comes in and she makes them all hot. It's got Emma Stone. Is it Kat Denning? Is that her name? From
Never seen it.
Two
so
Broke
I can tell
Girls. You seen Two Broke Girls?
you. No.
She's from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
The movies that you watch
she's
and then
the-
debate me on fucking Marvel movies.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Is that Kat Denning?
Skylar?
I wish we had a producer that would look shit up when I wanted
know,
to. I
you
wish he
don't.
would read my mind. Huh?
Dude, he's thinking.
Were you there when I asked him about his show attire?
What do you mean?
So he wears bell-bottom pants.
Right.
And I'm like, do you wear the same bell-bottom pants like for every show regardless?
Stage pants.
Yeah. No, I guess he kind of rotates some. And then he's got like 4 armbands, but he only wears 2 at a time and rotates them out, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to understand, like, does he have any kind of superstition going on? Or just like, well, this closet or this tub is my show clothes.
I mean, what it is, it's comfortability factor. So what he's comfortable in those.
Why doesn't
Odd
the...
selection?
I think the whole band should just kind of match.
That's gay. Nobody matches. Name one band.
Kiss.
They don't match.
They have a theme.
Okay. Then nobody matches. Nobody comes out.
Got Your Six doesn't have a theme.
Yeah, they got your back, dude. They're a bunch of dudes that are at the bar. They're like, if you got in a fight, these are the dudes that'd be like, I got your back, bro.
Yeah, but Mike's more like Not Your Six, so...
Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, everybody's got your 6 except for that guy. He's definitely not going to do that.
I'm going home. Yeah.
Hey, you guys got this, right?
Yeah, whenever this comes out, just go check out Not Your Six. So I'll definitely sponsor that band.
Yeah, can't we get sponsored by Got Your 6?
Sure.
Sweet. Are we already sponsored by Got Your 6?
Want to? I can start advertising for Got Your Six. If
You will. So you're
Sure. So what do you?
Yeah, but that means that we got to be a partner, though. That I want Got Your 6 to start advertising over my.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the show tonight,
Yeah,
I'm guessing whoever
dude.
talks is, hey, thanks for coming out tonight.
yes.
Can you guys go check out a great podcast? Our bass player's in it. Overmire.
Overmire Podcast.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's what I'm asking for. Because I'm gonna be honest, we might have equal following. I don't know that we should be assuming that Got Your 6 has more fans.
Yeah, I don't want to have to drag along Got Your Six.
Yeah, so
Ride my coattail to fandom. So
yeah, he's already ordered a yacht, dude.
I'm thinking about the investor ski trip. So
He's planned 6 company vacations. He's got a yacht already picked out. So House Bunny was a great movie.
oh yeah, it made me laugh because of that mnemonic.
How many Skylars out of 10 Skylars did House Bunny get?
As like its own category of comedy or just my enjoyment level?
As a movie. How many
I don't know if you can
Skylars?
do that.
You can't give it a rating?
Just how much I
Zeros?
enjoyed it.
God damn it, Skylar. I mean, it's just like how we did the whale.
What?
I said, how many Skylars did you give the whale? And didn't he say like 8? I want to say he said maybe 8 or 9. You didn't give it 10, I don't think. So how many Skylars do you give out of 10 the House Bunny?
5.
Okay.
5.
Jesus.
I mean,
It's like
it's
you're
hard
looking
because
to me for approval. Like, I've never seen it.
Corey, can I say 5?
Yeah.
No, it's hard because it's a different type of movie.
I understand it's a different type of movie. Yes, that's
So
understandable.
I enjoyed it differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're saying you rate comedies, action movies, sci-fi movies, scary movies all differently?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you rate them a little differently, but you can rank them still in how you enjoyed them and like how well you think they are. I don't think you have to like put it in a genre just to give it a rating.
Movies pure on enjoyment, regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping that you're ranking all movies on.
But I just didn't know if you have different criteria for each.
He obviously
genre.
does. Yeah, obviously. Jesus Christ. Can you just, how well you enjoyed the movie?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, that's why I even called it Skylars, to give it, that like general theme of like you enjoying it.
But it falls into like all those other mid to late 90s comedies. Like they all just they're super easy, they're super safe.
I don't even know what that means. Because they're not all the same, and I don't like give them all 5 Skylars.
I think if I tried to, I could lump like a collection of movies that would be like, these are all easy 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to Rotten Tomatoes and sort by their rankings, and they'll give you a bunch of 5s.
They're my rankings.
Yeah, I understand they wouldn't be 5 Skylars.
Schematos.
But, yeah, there's a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies made in the 90s that are probably 50-50s. Because that's basically what 5 is. It's like a 50-50. Like, it's, all right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, oh my God, you farted.
That would hurt my head. I had to force that one.
It looked like you had to force it pretty hard.
It's in the deep butthole. Are you wiping?
Yeah, you getting up to get a fucking tissue? You have to stand to wipe.
How many courtesy wipes do you do in a day? Because that used to be a thing for a while.
Oh, yeah, when you get a little swampy, you got to go do a insurance wipe.
What do you mean an insurance wipe? Wouldn't it be like it's just a sweaty ass wipe? Because you know if you'd shit your pants or not, I'd hope.
Yeah, there's times where the tiger gets out of the cage and you got to go running. What do you see?
The mailman.
Hmm.
That's what I see.
Surprised your dog's not going crazy.
Why?
Because my dogs go ballistic.
Bad trainer.
No.
Yeah.
Dogs are purebreds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they don't have a bad owner. That doesn't train them very good.
I'm pretty sure they love the shit out of me, so.
Well, that's true because dogs love.
Holy shit, that was...
Deep, bro. We're deep.
Don't do what? Oh, I'm not going to do that. You know what he's talking about?
I don't, but I don't want to know now because it seems like it would be extremely offensive to me. You give the look like it would be offensive. I'm not saying that it's not going to be offensive because if it was going to come from you and he's saying don't say it, means it's definitely something offensive that I'm not
Mike's
going
the offensive one because he's the one who thought of it first and then had to remind me. I'm like, oh.
No, he had to remind you of something that you said you would say.
I never said I would say it.
Well, that's probably not.
You guys are unfair in assuming that I would
you
say
would
it.
go. I bet I can rewind this conversation that I wasn't even there for. But I bet you said, "Do you think you'd be mad if I said blank and blank?" That's probably almost word for word how it went.
No.
Well, judged by Mike's laughter, I'm right in there. So, yeah, it's conversations where you're asking if I'm going to get super mad if you say something fucking stupid. Yeah. So that's how the conversation went.
You
So
think Slotson would be mad if I...
yeah. I don't assume the conversation went like you and Mike laughing and giggling back and forth, and Mike's like, yeah, oh, say this, and you're like, oh, yeah, that would be. No, you came up with it. You asked if it was something good to say. He said, no. And that's what he's referencing now, even still. Don't say it. So I'm going with don't say it.
What do you think he's referencing?
I don't want to say it. So you don't.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You do.
I don't.
Well, I feel like you do. Yeah.
We've only...
You're not very smart. So I know right where you're at.
That's only come to the surface once in this podcast, and Mike gave me the same look as, don't do it. You both did, and I wasn't even going to.
Right.
So that's on you guys for, again, assuming.
No, we don't need to assume. And
I wasn't going to.
In this case, I assumed correctly then.
You didn't, because I didn't do it.
No, but that's what we're talking about, though.
I didn't want to talk about
This
it.
is like the most, like, nobody else has a goddamn clue what we're fucking talking about. It's
Well, 'cause
literally just us.
I can't say it.
I don't want you
I wasn't going to say it.
I feel like you probably might have.
All we heard was Mike saying, don't do it. And I look over and I'm
Because-
like, what? And I'm like, oh.
Because he can see the look on your face at when things start to go south. I've started to recognize it.
I have a feeling that you would have, because of the first comment you made after he said that about the dog, you would have kind of tiptoed around it.
About dogs loving?
Sure. Yeah. Because they do.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, that's where you said don't do it. All I was going to say was...
Yeah, because you went, oh, God, I can't believe you said that.
No, I was going to go like, that's gay. Or that's super, super gay.
Super gay that people love their dogs. Yeah.
That you, like, vocalize that.
That you love your dog. I do love my dogs.
No, that they love.
They love. Of course they do.
You do. You don't think they do?
And it
but
doesn't
it's
even
not
make any
something
sense.
you have to say.
What do you mean it's not something that you have to say?
Just be a man about it. Yeah, dogs like you.
Man, you have all kinds of
Let's say
relationship issues.
That's where I was going.
He is so homophobic. I'm pretty sure he's gay. You're gay.
Your fingers are crossed and I'm gay.
No, they're not.
Mm.
Sorry.
That's why you had me show up here before, Mike, with pizza, and you're trying to get me drunk.
Yeah.
Trying to wine and dine me.
Wine and dine.
Yeah.
You brought the dine, I brought the wine, dude.
I like to be wine and dine before I get fucked, so.
Well, you came to the wrong place.
Who's doing food next time?
You.
Again?
You don't put forth anything to this. Aside from right here, right now, you show up.
The talent.
Yeah, you are.
What do you want me to do next time? Bring just like 100 wings from Buffalo Wild Wings?
You can bring whatever you want, man.
You want Buffalo Wild Wings?
I provided drinks.
Do you want
that was bartender class, dude.
You want
How many wings can you eat in an hour?
boneless or bone in?
Bone in.
Hang on. Don't ever refer to boneless wings as real wings ever again.
They are called boneless wings.
They're called boneless wings, but at no point did they just pull the bone out of a wing and then deep fry it. So they're chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets or wings.
How many bone-in wings?
You don't even need to call them bone-in wings. They're wings.
When you go to a restaurant, you have to say, when they ask you, would you like them boneless or bone-in? You have to say bone-in.
I don't.
You give them that same speech. Don't ever call them wings again.
She goes, bone in or boneless? And I go, there's no such thing as boneless wings.
Oh my God, I bet you're a joy to go out with and have dinner.
I'm not. We order out and we pick it up.
Oh my God. Go down to Boonies and just harass the waitress down there.
I did have a Gordon Ramsay moment one time that didn't end well. It didn't end well at all.
You tell her, I was the head chef down at the brew.
Everybody that was at the table was very
Embarrassed.
Yeah.
What was the moment?
He didn't put cheese on my sandwich, and then he was going to take it back to the back and then just slap a cold slice of cheese on my already now.
He was or did?
This is what he explained that he was going to do. And I knew that he was going to do it. And I go, if you're going to take that sandwich back, you better bring a fresh one with a piece of cheese on it. And he decided to bring back the sandwich with a cold piece of cheese. And he sat it down. He tried to talk to me. He goes, sir, is this... And I looked at my dad, who was sitting across the table. And I go, tell this guy to leave me the fuck alone right now. I don't want this fucking sandwich. I said I didn't want it. You fucked it up. Now I'm not hungry. Hey, if you can't make a fucking tenderloin sandwich with just a slice of cheese on it, close your door.
In hindsight, do you regret how you acted?
A little bit. A little bit, but still, I mean, learn how to make a sandwich. I mean, if you fuck up, that's what you have to do. When I was the cook of the... I mean, that's just the truth. This ain't like a pat on the back or nothing, because it should be across the board. If you fuck up somebody's sandwich, if they ordered a fucking burger, a cheeseburger, and you gave them a hamburger, if then you got that burger back in your fucking window and they were like, hey, you didn't put cheese on this. If you took that burger back and put a cold slice of American cheese on an already cooled down fucking burger and sent that back through the window, you're a piece of shit.
So they should have taken the burger off the bun, put a piece of cheese on it, throw it in the microwave for 20 seconds, put it back on the bun.
No.
That way your burger's hot and your cheese is melted. Done.
No. You eat the food cost because you're a dumb shit, and you throw the whole fucking thing in the trash can, and you make me a new one.
Wait, so you'd be able
now.
to tell if they microwaved your burger again? Not again, but this time to melt the cheese and keep your burger
100%.
warm?
100%. Because it's gonna be way too hot in the middle. Things that are microwaved are way too hot in the middle. They burn your mouth. You'll know if it's microwaved.
Would that have made you more angry?
Yes.
You might have attacked someone or flipped the table.
Well, no, but it probably would have. In that moment, it would have resulted in the same, because I called that a 10. That was a 10 out of 10. That was a bad moment.
Did you have like a bad day leading up to it?
I mean,
Or you said zero tolerance for...
No, because my brother and his girlfriend at the time were leaving to go back to California.
You remember this so vividly.
No, I do. Well, obviously. I mean, it's a high emotional scenario. I mean, I regret it, but I mean...
You were just like what I imagine eating out with you, like eating out with my wife's family.
I mean...
Whenever they say we're going to Applebee's, it is a immediate... I have PTSD from it. Where we're going to go, it's going to take forever, and it's not even on Applebee's fault. It's because... I'm not even blaming on in this situation.
I am already.
We go, they order whatever they want, but then they want sides of the most unorthodox things.
Wow.
So they'll want like, can I get a cup of pickles? Can I get a cup of like 8 olives? Can I get a cup of strawberries? Things that people at Applebee's aren't ordering.
I understand that people at Applebee's might not be ordering those things on a regular basis. But coming from the food service background, those aren't hard things to do.
Right.
They require almost no time at all. So if someone asks, you give terrible examples.
I wasn't done with the story, but I
cup
let
of
you
fucking
in.
pickles was a terrible example, because that it took 5 seconds to get a couple pickles.
So pickles is bad, but they'll order like toppings in their own cup. That's stuff you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
So then when the food comes out, me never have an issue with my food, rarely. I'm like, okay, that's
No,
fine.
you don't barely look at it. You shove it in your face. You've explained that already.
Them, they pull you and get very angry, make a scene, send it back multiple times, then say we should have never came here, even though it was their idea to go there. And I'm just sitting there like, hey, I'm not with that group.
I've calmed down a lot. I used to have a real problem with that.
You've calmed down a lot.
I have. Oh, I honestly have. I'll eat shit food, and I'll just sit there, and I mean, people at the table probably know that I'm not exactly stoked with what just happened in front of me, but I'm not going to outwardly embarrass everyone at the table like
So
I
if
would.
you get a steak, and
I'm not ordering a steak for that exact reason.
you go to anywhere, you go to your ideal place to get a steak, and you order a steak.
If I go to, okay, in this scenario, I'm at Duck City.
Okay.
It's the only place I would order a
And
steak.
you order it medium rare,
Okay.
and it comes out medium.
Wouldn't.
Are you
But go ahead.
in this scenario? It does.
Okay.
Are you eating it, or are you sending it back?
There, I'm sending it back because it's like $50 some for a steak.
Right.
So I'm sending it back. But also, I mean, medium and medium rare.
It's close. That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna freak out, or are you gonna eat it?
No, I'll probably eat that.
Okay.
I'll just go, medium rare. I mean, I probably would never order it specifically. I'd probably say medium rare because you already know it's not.
But if it goes from medium rare to well done, you're sending that steak
I
back.
would definitely send that steak back if it come out well done. I would hold that chef accountable. I'm at Duck City. He's a fucking chef. If I told him I wanted this steak medium rare, and it came out well, yeah, he completely fucked your steak. The thing is, you're gonna eat a piece of shoe leather.
Duck City's probably the nicest place I've ever eaten at.
Right. That's why I was saying, I mean, it's not going to come out wrong. That guy is one of the best chefs that I've ever had cook food for me.
Does he have a Michelin star?
I don't think so. But he's good. It's a very good restaurant.
Yeah, that's by far the nicest and best food I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You
And
ever been there?
he's one of the most welcoming chefs too.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you walk in the door, you'd swear to Christ, this guy's known you your entire life.
What's awesome is
It's awesome.
his big spiel. He's got the window with all of tonight's entrees.
Yep.
He's got this big pageantry-filled speech describing each one to full extent.
He's very
It's like,
passionate.
holy shit!
Like I say, I mean, he greets you at the door. Almost every person he greets at the door walks you past the counter, tells you what the specials are, what he thinks is the best thing on the menu, what he would recommend you eat. Smiling, having a great time. I mean, he's not giving you anything for free, but that experience is just in itself one of the reasons why I love going there.
I always get the fish.
I haven't had anything bad there.
I've had the triggerfish
Even their fucking drinks are amazing.
and the rare sushi tuna. Super good.
Yep. And we had the something mushrooms for the appetizer. Can't remember what.
I love the prawns. First time I've ever actually seen a prawn.
We could literally name.
I'm like, is that a
everything on this
shrimp?
guy's Menu.
It's like 3 times the size
Maybe
of
he'll
regular
be a
shrimp.
sponsor. Duck City is a sponsor. We
I've
could
never
do-
had to pay when I've been there, so I'm not sure how much it costs.
It's like I said. I mean, I want to say it's like it would be like $50 for a steak. Because if I remember right, the drinks were like $20 a pop.
Woo.
So I mean,
Are you interested?
he looks like he would be. Though.
That'd be a fun
He'd
way to
like it.
wine and dine some.
He's such a dick, dude. Good God. Does he go home and just like sit in a chair and stare in the corner?
It's probably the first time in years that he's actually gotten outside the house besides going to work.
Yeah. Fucking, you can't even take the hoodie off. God.
God help him if he takes it off during the podcast.
Yeah.
Hal will give you a full play-by-play.
Yeah.
You can tell he's getting mad because his traps are really going. You can see that little tricep bobbing up and down. So
You guys good?
great.
No, we're not good.
You don't want to go to Duck City Bistro with us.
Yeah. You don't tell us when we're done. I say when we're done. Okay, we're done. Bye, everybody.